Hi, friends. Welcome to another episode of Storytime. I'm your host and producer, Courtney Baker. Thanks again for joining us. Today, I am including part of my Sun Devil family. I am so excited to have Kalen Ballage on the show with me. I actually interviewed him as part of an ASU football collage a few years ago when I was with iHeartMedia in Phoenix. I always love catching up with Sun Devils, especially ones that are now in the league doing their thing. Kalen was so fun to watch. I was alumni when he played, but it was so fun watching him. He was amazing. 8 touchdown game. Like, come on now, who does that? And so I cannot wait for you guys to hear what he's been up to, because it's not just sports related. So I think one of his ventures will surprise you a little bit, but stay tuned and enjoy the episode. All right, everyone, welcome back. I'm really excited because I have a fellow Sun Devil here, Kalen Ballage. Kalen, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So before we actually start the interview, I feel like you're probably going to get embarrassed, but you told me to pick whatever picture I wanted from your Instagram to promote your episode. And I'm not using it, but for everyone on YouTube, you get to see this. For everyone listening, go to the YouTube video. This is the one I was going to pick.
Man.
So explain to me, because I'm apparently not in the know enough with anything entertainment, what is this costume that I'm looking at?
As Low Dog, you got to watch the movie to be able to understand where that costume came from.
And what made you pick that as your
Marlon
costume?
Wayans. It's one of the funniest movies, in my opinion, known to man. A lot of people ain't seen it, but if you see it and you got any type of humor like me, you'll probably enjoy it.
Perfect. I'll watch it tonight just for you, so I won't understand the costume. But all right, now getting into questions and a little bit about you. So the whole point of this show is to tell the story of our guests. So we get to hear a little bit about you. So you grew up in Colorado. What made you fall in love with football?
It's kind of just what my family did. You know, it's like you almost damn near don't have a choice. You just grow up, you play football. My uncles played, my dad played. My dad's got a really big family, so it's a lot of boys in my family that played and had an uncle that played in the AFL back when the league was split, the NFL and the AFL. And then I had 2 uncles. I had another uncle play for the Colts. I had some uncles play for the Buffaloes and CU. So it's like I have just everybody play football. My brothers, my cousins, everybody. So.
Nice. Well, then when you were recruited in high school by some huge programs like Michigan, Washington, Nebraska, but you chose to be a Sun Devil, what made your decision lean towards Tempe?
It felt like home away from home, to be honest. When I went on my official visit, that was the only place that I went that I felt like, even though I'm not in Colorado, I still feel like this is family. You know what I mean? So, and that was really just, you know, like the players that was there already, you know, DJ Foster, Jalen Strong, guys that I was around when I went on my official visit. They were like, bro, just come be a part of something special. So.
And who were you with? I have to ask because I'm older than you. I graduated December 2014. So I know some of the older guys. Who took you around for your official visit?
DJ.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
DJ.
DJ is awesome. And both of you are still in the league, obviously, but playing with such an amazing program, such as ASU, you had some incredible highlights. I mean, you had an 8 touchdown game, which was insane. You got Territorial Cup wins, but what was your favorite moment as a Sun Devil?
Man. That's a good question. There's so many memories. There were so many things that we did collectively, like as a group. You know what I mean? It's hard to pick one thing. But I would probably say when we beat Washington my senior year, it was kind of like one of those more old-fashioned football games, like whoever run the ball the best and take control of the ball. And there was like number 6 in the country. We ended up beating them, I think, like 14-6 or something like that. But It was a blackout. The stadium was crazy. I think that was one of my favorite moments because we just played as a team, and even though it wasn't one of those regular Pac-12 like 40 to 35 games, it was just like, you know, we grinded it out and we made it happen.
Yeah, there were definitely some amazing wins, and you were so fun to watch. And when I interviewed you a few years ago at iHeart, I asked you this question, and I also asked Manny and Tim White the same question, and y'all all gave me crazy looks, like it was the strangest question. But I asked you how you felt about the Arizona Wildcats. Now that you're out of college a little bit, does the hatred carry over still? It looks like it does.
Yeah, we don't really mess with them. And we don't call them by their name either.
Well, I'm glad the hatred's still there. I think December is the Territorial Cup game this year, so it'll be fun to watch. Have you played with any Wildcats yet that you've made any bets on over the last couple of years?
Nah, I feel like there's not really too many of those in the league, so I don't know. I haven't played with any.
Perfect. Well, there's Sun Devils everywhere, so clearly y'all are doing
I've
it right.
had some coaches. I've had some coaches that were Wildcats. You know, they're in their 30s and 40s, so it's a little different.
The younger crew is just better at ASU.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, then you were drafted out of ASU in the 4th round by the Miami Dolphins in 2018. I can't even imagine. Obviously, I never played football, but what was it like actually hearing your name, getting the call, and going to the league?
Well, it's crazy because you get the call and you know before it's actually announced on the television. So it's like, I told my mom, like, I don't want no big party. I just kind of wanted to be close friends and family. And when I woke up on draft day, it was the doorbell started ringing. It's like 2 people come in, and 3 people come in, and 4 people come in, then 2 more, and then 1 more, then 4. And then next thing you know, like, the whole house packed out. And I'm like, Ma, I told you I wanted to have, like, a very relaxing, like, draft process. She's like, well, I know, but, you know what I mean? So when I got the call, I just kind of like was nonchalant about it. I stood up, I act like, you know, somebody regular was calling me. And then when it came up on the TV, the whole house would start going crazy. So it was a cool experience, definitely, for sure.
And then actually getting to Miami and, you know, being fitted for a helmet and uniform, what was that like as soon as you actually got to the location?
Really no different than signing up for Pee Wee football. Get a helmet and get some shoulder pads and go out there and try to show everybody that, you know, what you're capable of, what you can do. I mean, it's all the same at every level. You know what I mean? It's just a lot more detailed, and there's a lot of very elite, like, athletes and players in the NFL, obviously, but just like the process of getting ready, you know, to play and stuff is all the same.
Well, that's a good mindset to have because I know there's a lot more people in an NFL stadium than at a Pee Wee football game. So at least you're staying humble, staying the same.
Yeah.
So that's good. But then you've also, you were with the Jets for a little bit, but now you're with the Chargers. I think San Diego is a better place to be anyways. But during COVID, it's been crazy. People weren't even sure if the season was going to start. So for you as an athlete trying to play in the middle of a global pandemic, what has it been like?
I mean, it's, you know, it's come with its own challenges, you know, coming up, you know, to the facility and, you know, making sure you test every day, and you got to be on your P's and Q's, and, you know, wearing a mask and just being mindful of yourself and of others, you know what I mean? Because guys like me, you know, I don't have a family, you know what I mean? So like me, I'm like, man, I hate wearing this damn mask. But my teammates, you know, one of them might have a infant, one of them might have a older grandma that he takes care of or that lives with him or something like that. So it's like not thinking just about yourself, but about everybody, and making sure that you do what you're supposed to do, you know, on and off the field to take care of the team.
I agree. I think that's a great message to just the selflessness, because I live alone too, but I wear a mask for my friends and for everyone in the community. So that's definitely a great message that everyone should follow. And I have another question that I have to ask. I've asked it before on some episodes, but quarantine and COVID is really rough, especially on kids and teens that aren't able to play their organized league just due to social distancing. So for every kid out there that's a football player that's watching this right now, that their goal is to be like you someday, what message do you give them if they're feeling a little down and feeling a little discouraged just because of the situation that they're in right now? What would you tell them to keep going?
I mean, I try to look at everything as opportunities and not like discouraging like moments or losses. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, shoot, it's just giving you more time to work on your craft that you don't, you know what I mean? It's more time to go to the park and catch footballs, or it's more time to work on your footwork, or it's more time to get in a playbook and understand what you're doing, so that when you go out there, you're just giving this COVID stuff it's like either you prepare yourself, you know, for the next stage of your life, or you kind of just sit and soak. And it's like one of the two, you know what I mean? So I feel like you definitely should take every advantage that you have and not take anything for granted, and just continue to move forward in your life. And that's not just for athletes. I just feel like that's for anybody.
I love that. That's really good advice. And then another question is, I'm not sure if I'm like leaking anything. I hope I'm not, because I'm not really in the know, but I do know you have music, or you're working on music. And what's that? Did I just leak something? Like, explain to me. It's coming out soon, right?
I mean, I've been kind of quiet about it. There's not a lot of people that know. I've been showing little glimpses here and there of stuff. Surprising to a lot of people, because I've actually always been pretty shy about it. But recently, during this, and this is one of those things, just like I said, during this COVID time, it's just been like, you know, being proactive. Like, okay, I can't play football. I can't work out all 24 hours of the day. You know, what else do I really enjoy doing? What do I like? What I like to do in my free time. So I really picked this stuff up in the last couple months, and I'm gonna be putting out something soon.
Perfect. We'll keep an eye out for it. And I know your former quarterback, Manny Wilkins, also did the same, I think earlier this year, I'm pretty sure. Have you guys had any collaborations? Have you talked music?
Yeah, we talk music all the time. It's funny because actually one of our safeties, Armand Perry, one of our defensive ends, Edmund Boateng, and Manny, and then myself as well. We all kind of have been, they've been working on it a little bit longer than me, but we all have kind of just taken a stroll down that lane and definitely just tested our creative sides for sure.
Was it something that you guys started even thinking about at ASU, or was it all post ASU?
We've all like been really in tune with music, but I think that time didn't really allow us to do any of that stuff when we wanted to back then. You know, being a college athlete, it's not only, you know, football that you got to take care of, but it's school as well. So we just didn't really have the time, at least when you get to the NFL, which Manny did, and then, you know, everybody got an opportunity to get up here and kind of just try to test this out. You just create more time for yourself, and when that free time comes, then that's when our ideas come from.
Well, we need a Sun Devil collaboration. Like, all y'all have to go together on one song, just for Sun Devil Nation. But we're super excited for that. Finally, just wrapping up, where can people follow you on social media?
I don't have a Twitter. I've never had a Twitter. So if you ever see my name on Twitter, it's not me. I probably need to make one, but I'm just lazy. So Instagram, Kalen Ballage. No underscore, no nothing, just my name all the way through. And I don't get on Facebook, so you probably SOL trying to follow me on there.
Well, I feel like you need to make a Twitter just to promote, one, this episode, and two, your music. So I will help you build one, and we'll get going.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
Well, Kalen, thank you so much for the time. I know this episode's coming out a little over a week from when we're recording it, but ASU is finally back Saturday. So will you be watching the game bright and early?
I'm tuned in. Yeah, I'm tuned in for sure.
9 a.m. kickoff. Okay, before we close, I know they have the team meal at 4:45 in the morning. If you were a student athlete at that time, would you be able to eat at 4:45 and then go out and play a game?
I mean, yeah, I'll find a way, but I probably wouldn't eat. I'd probably eat like a big dinner and then maybe like eat like some fruit in the morning or something. But I can't eat that early.
I know. I was telling people I would puke if they made me eat that early and then go.
And then go out and run around.
Yeah, there's no way. I would probably puke just running around in the first place.
See, I'm not like that. You know, like everybody, you know, mama used to tell them wait 30 minutes before you go outside and play or swim. Yeah, I didn't have that mama. I just kind of did my thing and ran back outside. So.
Oh, well, clearly it's working for you because one of us is in the NFL and it's not me. So, well,
yeah.
Well, thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. And it seems like every few years we have to catch up. So look forward to
definitely.
chatting with you again.
For sure. Thank you. I appreciate you.